Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a bit of a different video because I am going... One sec. There we go. Well, actually, no.
But violence is a last resort.
There we go. Today's video is a bit different. I'm going to be doing a ranked duel as usual, but I'm going to go in a bit more in depth on some tips, because when I've done tip videos in the past, I kind of like, first of all, I leveled up incorrectly. Second of all, as I was saying, yeah, I kind of like leveled up wrong. That's one thing. So yeah, I'm talking about how to build, when to fight, to what the matchup of control, pretty much everything there is to know really, or at least the basics. A bit more in depth than the basics even. Oh, I'm pissed. But yeah, I'm just going to talk about the matchup. It's about everything there is to know, but right now I need to fucking concentrate because this guy's battering me. Isn't a very good start to a tip video at all, to say the least. I'm not going near him because he has his turret. I might be able to kill him there actually. Nah. If he plays like this, then yes. There we go. I didn't have that like much damage with my abilities there, but because I can say consistently hit him with basic attacks, I knew I would be able to kill him if he didn't run away. If he was went in like a straight line, I would not have been able to do that. But luckily he like tried to juke me for some reason, went backwards, where I just kept hitting my basic attacks, whatever. But yeah, anyways, what to build? Right now what is broken is a lot of health and a lot of defense. So right now I'm going Blackthorn Hammer. This is just for Vermana. Well, it isn't just for Vermana, I should say. You can go to this on like AMC, Carly, you can even do it on anyone really. You can just build tank on anyone, other than like mages, you kind of can't, but you know. I'll talk about mages in just a sec. Nice. What happened there was he was an idiot. I knew that he wanted me to go near him so he could like knock me up and just like run away. So I also CC immune and then I could kill him. Also, usually I wouldn't just do that, but I didn't have any of my abilities up. I didn't want him to get away. I just didn't want any chance of like surviving, so I was ulted for the damage, by the way. I know a lot of people use the ult for the healing and only for the healing, which to that I'll just say no. Don't just use the mana ult just for the healing. You can use it in situations like that too, where you can just get like a guaranteed kill. So was it overkill? Possibly it might have been overkill, but you know what? It's worth it. Bit of assistance, sorry, is what I say. Oh, that was pretty good. Minions are gonna kill you, mate. Okay, you should not have done that shit. That turn thing? I don't know. You know, I sometimes do that to kind of turn into them, but not when I'm like under my tower. And they just use a dash and, you know, a 2. Whatever. Yeah, right now I'm gonna go straight into Hasten Katana because I don't need boots, really. Oh fuck, I don't have enough. Whatever. I'm gonna go boots, probably go travel shoes for my boots after this. Also, a quick tip is the thing about the gods you cannot play against. It's gods that if you went against, you just wouldn't have a clue what to do. So like, Set, he's a new god. If you don't know Set, like you don't have a clue what the fuck you would do with him, then I would recommend banning him. Because if you go up against a Set, who for starters is really good, and secondly, you don't know how to play against a god, you know, ban him. Because, for one, as I said, Set is really good, and then one thing that is really bad is when you don't know how to play against a god. So you don't know how to play against a god who's also very good. This is gonna, you know, be a problem, and I fucked up that kill. But I got red, so I don't care. But yeah, thing of gods you can't play against. I ban Set just because he's a bullshit god. I don't know much about him, so I do ban him. Also, think about your top like 4 or 5 gods. So some gods you can play. So like, no matter who they ban, you always got one god you can play. So mine, as an example, would be probably like Poseidon. One sec. Just Poseidon. No, I'm kidding. Poseidon, Kali, Vulcan. This is just from the top of my head. King Arthur. I'm pissed.
My feet hurt.
Okay, let's say that again because I got a bit scared. My top 5 gods would be like Poseidon, Kali, Ula, AMC, and another one I fucking said of King Arthur. There we go. Those would be like my top gods that I'll play. When I'm grinding to Masters, that is. When I'm grinding to Masters. Also Freya's up there, so yeah, those are my top 6. So like no matter who they ban, I'll always be able to pick one of them. Those are like my top gods. I might be able to kill him actually. By might I mean most certainly. Whew. He was juking like mad with that movement speed. So I did cancel my ult because I was gonna catch him. So I just had to cancel it and use my abilities for that range. Which I guess is another tip actually. Think about what you can do with like your ultimates in that situation. Like, I mean, it's only happened recently where I actually think like that. For fuck's sake, man, I'm fucking sick of my life. Okay, go away. Cool. Only recently, like when I've been trying to get to Masters, I actually realized that like I should probably cancel them, even though it isn't ultimate. I can and probably should cancel them in situations like that, because there are other things I can do to get a kill, like my abilities there. If I did this like 2 months ago, I probably wouldn't have cancelled that. I probably would have just like ran straight at him and died. Oh, I'm pissed. You're fucking dancing around like a fucking hooligan, mate. Got a double slow on him. We'll be able to catch him now. That was really pointless of him to do that. When like the healing that I was getting wasn't gonna like change the fight. So him using that relic did nothing for him. Like he didn't get a kill. Like, if he was gonna go all in on me with his ultimate and that, then yeah, that would make complete sense. But he didn't, and he couldn't have killed me, so it was kind of pointless of him to do that. If I'm entirely honest, but whatever. I will get Frostcloud now, and then I'll go into a one sec, real quick. Even though he's got anti-heal, I don't care. I'll still get Embracer. I wouldn't recommend doing that. I'd get Horrific if I were you guys, or Sprint, or Shell. But I'm just being a nerd. But anyways, yeah, I'm going Frostbound. It gives me health, which is technically defense, and then I'll go actual defense after it. Just because he's got a lot of movement speed, as you can see, especially like recently in his past few fights. I've been like struggling with his movement speed, so that's what I'm gonna. Excuse me. That's what I'm gonna like try and counter. And I think what I've been doing quite recently is been thinking about like what is the biggest problem. Like right now, his defense isn't a problem, so I don't need pen, as you can see. It's just the juking. Like he was juking me pretty well. Not right there. I fucked him up. But earlier he was juking me really well, so I was gonna get frostbound to make sure like he stayed right in front of me, especially with my always AoE basic attacks. So I'm gonna stick to him and slam him, and beat the shit out of him, and he can't move. That was gonna be the plan. And he obviously didn't have defense, so there's no point in me going Executioner or Titan's Bane, Beat Stick, nothing like that. He wasn't healing a lot of Bracer or anything, he didn't have it, so no point in me getting anti-heal. So, yeah. I think this, like, pointed in the direction of Frostbound. Another thing is when to fight. Let me check out this queue. How big is it? 2 minutes, fuck it. One more thing is, well, two more things. One, your positioning, and the second one is when to fight. Your positioning should be in the video you just saw in that game with Amana. You can see that whenever he had his turret up off cooldown or placed, I wouldn't really fight him. I wouldn't really like go at him unless he went away from the turret, because he would just dance around that turret all day and let me take shot after shot from it. So I'd either have to focus the turret first and then go to him, or go to him when he's not on the turret, or all in him, which I couldn't do the all in part. No one has a turret, so I'll play passive. I'll just play back because I can't play aggressive against a Vulcan. A Vulcan counters people who are aggressive. And always want to stay behind your minions. Always want to like make sure if you're going to attack them when they have minions there, you want to make sure you're not going to take so much damage from minions. Because early game, if you think about if you're going to fight someone, like if I'm Vamana and I'm going to fight him like straight away in the first wave, like in the middle of it, I've got to think about the damage I'm going to take from minions. Like, I'll take roughly about 300 damage from the minions when I have about 600 health. And then I've got to think about how much damage he can do. So if I have 600 health, I'll take 300 from minions. That means I have 300 left. And I've got to think, can he do 300 damage to me before I can kill him? And the answer is definitely yes. So don't fight, unless I have Bracer and he doesn't have Bracer, in which case I probably could fight. But I'd be very risky, and there's no point in trying to throw your early game like that when you have a mana against a Vulcan. You know, you just want to play it safe, make sure you can get guaranteed kills, don't like risk it in a minion wave at level 1. That's what I'll recommend. Unless you're like Thanatos, and you can make sure you hit your scythe on the enemy god, not the minions, because I've played a lot of Thanatoses, played against a lot of Thanatoses, where I just hide it in like my archers, and I know they're gonna focus me, but I don't let them hit me with the scythe or anything. Then like all of a sudden he just took so much damage from minions, and I'm on full health. So yeah, that's kind of like both of the positioning I'm gonna fight. That kind of links in. Another thing is just to be safe. If you don't know whether to fight somebody, just ask yourself, do you have red buff? Do they have red buff? If they have red buff, don't fight. Just don't. They have 20% power increase. That's practically a full item. So don't do it. They're basically a full item ahead, which is about 2k ahead in gold ahead. Would you fight someone who has 2k gold lead? No, you wouldn't. So don't fight someone who has red buff, because they got a 2k gold lead technically. It's technically a full item. But if you have red, and it's for even, the fights are close, and then you get red, then yeah, you can definitely fight, because you've got a high chance of winning. Technically 40% if he has the red buff and it's a close fight, and then the red buff, because that's 20% less from him and 20% more for you, so that's 40% extra. You're definitely going to win that fight. But that's a little bit more technical, a little bit more like, you know, a bit something I can't even talk, something for a different video. In like, I'll probably go on jungle practice and talk about it. But yeah, so with that, I'm trying to think of any other tips I could quickly give. The match, in that matchup, you got to think, what is the best thing he can do to win, which is peel, just poke me and stay away from me, and what have I got to do to counter it? Get frostbound, get his katana, get defense, and just stick to him like glue. If I'm going to fight him, I need to stick to him, especially with my ult. So that's why I was going Frostbound. I just had to stay to him, because if I like that directly on him, Vulcan can't do that much. He really, really can't. So, yeah. That's why he was struggling with it when I got hitting Katana. And that's also why I went hitting Katana instead of Boots. So I could just stick to him. Because as we all know, Vulcan's just one of those gods who just runs away, throws his abilities, runs away, throws his abilities, uses his turret, runs away. That's all he does, and I just had to counter that by sticking to him. Vulcan just can't win against somebody, just stick to him. Probably like Set will probably beat him, because Set has so much lockdown. Gods of lockdown, I think that's what I'm looking for. Gods of lockdown is counter him. So that's what I knew. I knew the god I was comfortable playing against Vulcans, which I'm kind of not. Well, I am comfortable playing against them. I just fucking hate it. They're so annoying. So, yeah, that's also why I don't ban him. You know, it's very annoying. I'm comfortable playing against him. I know how to beat a Vulcan. And I'm pretty comfortable with Vamana. I play a lot of Vamana solo. Well, I have played a lot of Vamana solo, even not that much anymore. But yeah. When I cut with Vamana, comfortable playing against Vulcan, put the two together. It's pretty simple. And I was got to think, what have I got to do with the god I'm playing to win? And if I'm playing as a Vamana, one thing I've got to do is pretty much stick to someone, regardless of who it is. It doesn't have to be a Vulcan. If I'm playing against a Kali, then pretty much the same thing. I've got to stick to her. Even though Kali's kind of like the way you play first, stick to you. But it would kind of vary on the situation of whether you fight Kali or not. Because there are some situations where if she doesn't have ult, stick to her. If she does have ult, you kind of want to run the fuck away and try and bait out her ult. But that's kind of like more of like the matchups with them, Vermont in particular. But Vermont's just an example. There's a lot of different gods. If you guys want, I can give tips on your favorite gods, on how to play them in anything, in Conquest, mid lane, jungle, solo, support, carry, or duel in the 1v1 against any god you want. If you feel like I'm comfortable playing, let's just pick a fucking random god, one sec. Let's say you're comfortable playing, right, 3, 2, 1, bang, Hell. That's random. Let's say you're thinking, okay, I'm comfortable playing Hell, I just can't win with, I can beat everybody, I just can't beat Chernobog. Then tell me to play Hell against a Chernobog, and I can tell you how to win with Hell against a Chernobog, or give you some advice on how to beat them. Which, I mean, I don't know, if you're playing Hell and you're struggling against a Chernobog, are you okay? But no, I'm joking. But yeah, I know a lot of people probably think, well, if you're unbeatable, or if you're unbeatable with Hell and you're struggling against Chernobog, why don't you ban him? And that's probably because she only gets 4 bans, and she probably ban Hebo, Freya, Ula, and Kronos. Then if she bans Chernobog instead of one of them 4, then they'll just pick that one to and beat Hell even harder. So yeah, it's not always as simple as just ban the person you can't play against. But anyways, I'm going to end the video here before I ramble forever. Hopefully you guys actually enjoyed this and actually took something from it. I'm trying to get a second video today, like an actual like 1v1 duel, instead of just like a in-depth video of me just talking shit. So yeah, let me know genuinely if you guys actually learned from this and you want to hear more, you want me to do more. I also have some ideas, like doing like an hour video of me just like doing duel. Up to you guys. I'll give tips, guides, tips, tricks, fucking build guides, whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I think I was gonna repeat myself here, but whatever. Also, one last thing. Finally, the guy who won the battle pass got it. I think he put the god pack though instead. It was cool. His name was Dev, the real Dev. He won. Congrats to him. I'll be doing another giveaway when I hit 40 subscribers. I'm 8 subscribers away. So yeah, if you want to win a battle pass, get me to 40 subscribers. Help me out. And I'll probably announce a video soon. Hopefully, I hit 40 subscribers within 42 days, so one of you guys can win this battle pass. Anyways, I will end the video here. Thank you all so much. If you're watching this still, thank you so much for watching, and I love you. But anyways, if you enjoyed, let me know. If you didn't, let me know why, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace, guys. I love you all. Chewie.